Hey, what's up guys? It's Luke and you're watching Luke the Gathering. Thanks for checking out the channel and watching. I really appreciate it. Today was our release party for Phyrexia All Is One, and wow, what a great time. It was a draft. We got some really amazing prize support. We have like a promo pack that they gave us, a set booster, and a collector's pack of Call Time. That's pretty awesome. We're going to look at the deck, and then afterwards we're going to open up all these to see if we got anything good. I went 1 and 2, just like I did last time. I'm not too sad about it. I faced off against some pretty rough competition. And so my deck actually did have, I believe, a bomb in it. I think this was a good card. And when I got to cast it, it was great. But if I didn't cast it, I had a really hard time. And I tried out some other cards, which were a little hit and miss, which we'll check out. This is the deck. And so I was Gruul, red and green. And looking at the cards. Yeah, let's just look at the cards. Turn the camera around. And let's go for it. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got a Venomous Brutalizer, which helped me win one of my games. It's a really nice 4/4 with Toxic 3, so it hits pretty hard, especially on the Toxic front. When it enters the battlefield, you can actually pay 1 and a green more, and if you do, you can proliferate, so it becomes a 6-drop, which lets you proliferate if you can afford it. I found, at least today, the format's very fast, so to spend 6 mana, that does ask a lot, but it is a 4/4, and proliferating is really good, so there's that. I got the Ikerspit Basilisk. This is a cool card. 1/3 Death Toucher with Toxic 1. I love the 3 toughness on this thing. I think it makes it stand out a lot. Molten Rebuke. This was actually something I had to throw in the deck because I just saw lots of really good Planeswalkers, that's one, and I had to face off against freaking Elish Norn, and my opponent got him off, like, both games really early, and I could not deal with the 7 toughness whatsoever. I'm in red-green. That's not great, especially against 7 toughness, so no really good removal spells in these colors. That would really help get rid of Elish Norn, so I put this in because it does feel 5 damage. Maybe I can attack and they block, and then I give Elish Norn 5 damage. I don't know. It was not the best. We have the Autonomous Furnace. This was in here very specifically because I had another card, which I'll explain later, which helps to recur this all the time. Lattice Blade Mantis. This card really performed well. A lot of times it's a 5/4 attacking in. Scary card. Hexgold Slash. This was okay for me. Not the greatest, but I did well. It deals 2 damage to target creature, but if that creature has Toxic, it deals 4 damage instead. So I have a couple of these. I've been hearing a lot of good things about this particular card, so I took it. Contagious Vorak. It is good. It gets you lands. You get to look through the top 4 of your deck. If you don't take the land, you can actually proliferate. It's a 3/3. For 3. Here's another Lattice Blade Mantis. Great card here. Volt Charge is cool as well. For 3, you can do 3 damage to anything, and you get to proliferate. Really cool. Chimney Rabble. I actually never got onto the field. Oh, actually, no, I did, because it comes with a 1/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature token. I think it's pretty good value. Cinder Slash Ravager is cool as well. This would be really good against all those Toughness 1 creatures as it comes onto the board. Deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Also has Vigilance and is a 5/5. It costs 1 less to cast for every permanent you control with oil counters on it. I had stuff with oil counters, but I don't know. It's never... maybe I didn't have enough, is maybe what I'm thinking here. Axiom Graver. Well, talking about oil counters, this guy actually comes with 2 on him. And you can discard a card to draw a card if you remove an oil counter and tap him. Here's another Basilisk. Ruthless Predation. This is probably the best Fight spell that green has. Target creature gets +1/+2 until end of turn, and it fights a creature you don't control. So I thought it's good, but I couldn't ever get Norn with this. I actually put Titanic Growth in to also help deal with Elish Norn. Creature gets +4/+4. So just a pretty good, surprising fight spell. Not a fight spell, but like a combat trick, I should say. Adaptive Spore Singer. I don't know. This is just a okay card. It's in there because I actually didn't have a lot of... I don't really have a lot of 1 and 2 drops. So I was really trying to get to lower the curve. This one gives you some value when it comes in. Sawblade Scamp. This is all about the oil as well. It's a 1-drop. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you get to put an oil counter on Sawblade Scamp. Cool. And when you remove an oil counter, it deals a damage to each opponent. So that's kind of nice. A little pingy card there. Kuldotha Cackler. Again, this is a oil counter payoff. You would really hope that oil counter is really great in the deck. I always found that I really never had enough oil counter cards. Hazardous Blast. I think this is better in like a red-white deck, but deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control, and then they can't block. So my thought was, if I can get a decent enough board, have it be big enough, play this, and win the game. That didn't happen this time, so a little bit sad about that. Here's another Hex Cold Slash. Oil Gorger Troll. This is cool. When it comes into play, gain 3 life. It has a 3/4 body, which is pretty significant. And if you have something with an oil counter, you get to draw a card. So a lot of really nice value here with Oil Gorger. Here's the card I was talking about with that Red Furnace tap land. It lets you play lands from graveyard, and that card lets you discard it to draw a card if you pay 2 and tap it. So, you know, maybe later game you can just keep bringing it back for really nice value. Draw cards, really great. The other thing is you can target a non-land permanent in the graveyard and then recur that onto the battlefield, but it's the only thing you can do the whole turn. You can't do anything before or after you do that. Murex, I never even heard of this land till now. I didn't really look at any of the spoilers, but this is really interesting because, first of all, it adds colorless, but when it comes into play, you can actually add any color you want, which is sweet. And then for 3 mana and tapping, you get to make a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might. So that is kind of cool. Green Sun's Twilight, pretty sweet as well. You get to reveal a bunch of cards from the library depending on how much you pay for X, and it's +1. And actually, you get to put those cards in your hand, but if X is 5, you actually get to put that into the battlefield. And that's really sweet. Koth. Koth was actually probably my best card of the entire deck. This card, if you let this card get going, this guy just wrecks the opponents. +2 lets you search your library for a basic mountain card, put in your hand. Great. -3, it deals damage equal to the number of mountains you control. So like he gets you the mountains, you deal damage. And then his -7 is you can get there really quickly, especially if you have something that proliferates. Whenever you play the mountain, it deals 4 damage to any target. I was getting that emblem a lot, and not a lot, but it wasn't hard to get down once I had Koth. And opponents just can't deal with that. It's just too much, way too much. You get the mountains in your hand with the +2, you can play them later, and it just punishes so much the opponent. The only thing that this Planeswalker doesn't have instant protection, I guess. Unless you do the -3 to get rid of something if you already have mountains on the battlefield. So that's, I guess, one way you could use Koth. But this was my biggest all-star in the deck. I considered it a bomb. And then last week we have this fast land, a Copperline Gorge. Enters tapped unless you control 2 or fewer lands. These are always just kind of some decent cards. All right, so let's check out the prizes. I'm excited to do this. First of all, we have a set booster. And let's see what we get in our set booster. So first of all, we have our nice art card. We have the Mirren Bardiche as the foil. And we have a mythic, Staff of Completion. Let's see what this does. Pay 1, destroy target permanent you own. Okay. Pay 2, add 1 mana of any color. Not the best. Oh, pay 2 life. Oh, this is paying life, not mana. Pay 2 life to add 1 mana of any color. That's kind of neat. That's like that completed mana stuff. Pay 3 life, you can proliferate. Pay 4 life, draw a card. And then 5, you can untap the thing. Interesting. Okay, we got a Sinew Dancer. And let's see if there's any... I don't think there's any other rares here. I'm not going to read off all the commons and uncommons. Not really. And then, ooh, we did get the blue Phyrexian text land. Okay, the next thing we're going to check out is this promo pack. Let's see what we got here. Soulless Jailer. What's this? Permanent cards and graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Interesting. And players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile. Very cool. This kind of stops a lot of things, huh? And then we got a Sheoldred's Edict. And for the final one, ooh, look at that. That is really nice. Nissa, Ascended Animist. Planeswalker Mythic. And we got the promo stamp right there. That is sick. Love this one. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's end with our call time collector that they just gave us for coming to the tournament today. That was really awesome. So call time stuff. I'm not gonna like go over all of the commons and uncommons or anything like that. Land, and then all right, here we go. Our rare Wolverine Riders. All right. Oh, saw that already. Maskwood Nexus. Okay, who cares? Goldspan Dragon foil. Wow. What a nice foil card. That is sweet. Very happy with that guy. Okay, Narfi. Magda's Descent. Herald. And then Blood on the Snow. Yeah, the token. But wow, we got a Goldspan Dragon. Wow, that's a cool card. All right, well, very happy with that pull. Also very happy with this Nissa. Fun times at the draft. Great pulls. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you next time.